Greetings to everyone. Our second week here. We had Martin Luther King Day on Monday, and we got here Tuesday. And that it seems like the committees are beginning to get a lot more activity. I'm ranking member of transportation, and there's several bills that are going through that committee that I've had to assign to members. One area that I just wanted to touch on is the Medicaid privatization that has occurred. The harm that that is doing to people in our state, we need to do something about it. And it's so frustrating when we're down here and really nothing gets done on it. So I'm hopeful that begins to be addressed in the Iowa legislature. So.
Hi everybody. So it is a short week, but we've got a lot going on. The food bank bill has been filed, so start talking to your legislators about getting that to the floor. Today, out of HHS, we just passed a bill that's going to cap the cost of insulin for patients. That is huge. It is a $100 cap on those prescriptions. So it's a start. So again, talk to your legislators, and really we want that bill to get to the House and the Senate and to the governor to start helping people curb those costs. As Bob said, Medicaid continues to be an issue, and we are dealing with that with our folks with multiple diagnoses and mental health on really a daily basis. And I have to say today that we lost a person in Blackhawk County that was near and dear to my heart, and because the stress of all of these MCOs, the lack of care, and the cut of her services wore her out. So God bless Amy Rosen, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, Timmy. We're all going to miss it.
Yeah.
So, been in contact with several of you at home this week, working to get some things that you're interested in into some of the bills that I'm aware of and working on your behalf. Also, highlight for me this week was a presentation on Early Child Iowa in the Education Budget Subcommittee. It was quite interesting. It was well presented, and I'm optimistic about the networking that's going on and the recognition that we've got to do something about early child care.
So I'll kind of wrap things up, but to bring everything full circle, I had the opportunity to meet with community college students from across the state, and the main thing they spoke about was the lack of mental health care access. And they talked about some of the stresses that they go through that a lot of us didn't have to deal with when we were in college and in school, and their stresses and triggers are constantly there. And they're on these community colleges campuses where there's high stress with test taking and also having to work 40 hours to pay tuition, and there's no access for them to meet the mental health professionals. So as a state, coupled with our inability to effectively address those who have long-term needs for healthcare, we have to make sure that our system is holistic in serving everybody in Iowa. So we put the onus on our governor and our peers across the aisle to make sure that we do something to fund mental health, not just the structure, but put some meat on the bones, and hold our governor accountable for the lack of oversight and the lack of repercussions for our MCOs that haven't provided services to the people of Iowa. We owe you better.
Thank you.